It is 6:30 p.m., November 20th, 2018, and we do have a quorum present, and so we will call the meeting of the Louisville Planning and Zoning Commission to order. The second item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the November 6th meeting. Commissioners, do we have any comments or motion for approval of the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Okay, we got a first and a second. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Next item on the agenda is public hearing consent agenda plats. And I can just read these both at the same time. We can have one public hearing for both items. Is that correct?
Yes, we can read them both, have one public hearing, but then 2 votes.
Okay. All right. Well, then that's what we will do. I will read both public hearings, and then we will open the public hearing for the first one, or for both of them at the same time, and then we'll vote separately. Agenda item 3A is a public hearing for the final plat of Normandy Village Edition, containing 82 residential lots, 3 open space lots, and 1 private street lot on 9.49 acres out of the J. Summer Survey, abstract number 1189, and the J. Watkins Survey, abstract number 1323, Zone Plan Development, Townhouse 2 District, located southeast corner of College Parkway and Summit Avenue, being a replat of all Fireside Village Edition. Item B is the public hearing for final plat of Crossroads Center North, Lot 2R and Lot 5, Block A on 11.969 acres out of the J.W. Johnson Survey, abstract number 1609, and the A. Singleton Survey, abstract number 1138, zoned industrial district located at the northwest corner of State Highway 121 and Leora Lane, being a replat of Crossroads Center North Edition, Lot 2, Block A.
Thank you, Commissioners. So both of these plats have no new variances requested. If there were any, they were previously approved with the plan development for Normandy Village. For item A, Normandy Village, we do not have the plat with signatures here tonight, so we request that you approve it with that condition.
Okay. Commissioners, do we have any comments or questions before we open the public hearing? Okay. Then we will open the public hearing for agenda items 3A and B. Anyone wishing to speak on either of these items may come forward. And having no one come forward, we will close the public hearing for agenda item 3A and 3B. Commissioners, can I get a motion for item 3A?
Move to approve the Normandy Village edition of the final plat, pending signatures.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Commissioners, do I have a motion for agenda item 3B?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mary Ellen, second by Alvin. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners. Both of those items are final action by the P&Z, and there will be no further consideration. They are approved.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to agenda item 4, public hearings for zoning and special use permits. We have 2 this evening. The first one is a public hearing for consideration of a zone change request from Agriculture Open Space District to Light Industrial District on approximately 9.137 acre tract of land out of the J.W. Haven Survey, abstract number 541, located on the south side of East Main Street, approximately 1,400 feet south of State Highway 121 Business, and approximately 740 feet west of South Valley Ridge Boulevard, as requested by Doug Powell, G&A McAdams Company, on behalf of George M. and Pam Green, the property owners.
Yeah, good evening, Commissioners. So this property currently has a pond and is kind of a pasture. The properties surrounding it, however, are zoned light industrial, heavy industrial, and warehouse. They contain a towing yard, office warehouse buildings, concrete batch plant, and undeveloped land. The request is to rezone the property from agricultural open space to light industrial, which is in alignment with the surrounding uses. Their intent right now is to possibly build an office warehouse building that would be leased to plumbers and electricians and other trades and that sort of thing. So this is in line with the Louisville 2025 plan, big move number 6, and staff is recommending approval of the zone change from agricultural open space to light industrial as requested.
Commissioners, are there any questions before we open the public hearing? If the applicant is here, if they would like to say anything before the public hearing, feel free to do so. If not, that's fine too. Okay, with that, we will open the public hearing for agenda item 4A. Anyone wishing to speak on this item may come forward now. Okay, with no one coming forward, we'll close the public hearing for agenda item 4A. Commissioners, do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by William,
Second.
second by Alvin. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, and the City Council will hold a second public hearing on this item and make a final decision on December 17th.
Agenda item 4B is consideration of a zone change request from general business to mixed-use district on approximately 3.9 acres legally described as part of Lot 7B-R1 and part of Lot 8, Block C, Country Ridge Number 3 Edition, and located on the south side of West Southwest Parkway, approximately 460 feet west of State Highway 121 Business, as requested by Patricia Fant, G&A McAdams Company, on behalf of, is it Jean or John? Jean-Pierre, 121 Southwest Parkway Properties, Inc.
Good evening again, Commissioners. So this is also a straight rezoning change, but it is being requested to be rezoned to the mixed-use district, which does require a concept plan. What they're proposing to do is 31 townhomes. For the most part, they're actually following the regulations that would be found in our Townhome 2 zoning designation. But they are doing some of the things that exceed the standards of the Townhouse 2 zoning district. They are committed to a minimum of 1,600 square feet for the townhomes, which is above the 1,200 minimum in Townhouse 2. In addition, with their concept plan, they are agreeing to provide a small HOA maintained strip of land along Southwest Parkway that will have trees planted in it to help create more of that buffer from the street and a softer visual. They are adjacent to the Quick Trip that is on South Business 121. And so they are required to put a screening wall between themselves and the Quick Trip. They will also be placing landscaping between the screening wall and the subdivision to help soften the views and the appearance within the subdivision. They are requesting a variance for control of access for single-family lots. The code requires 75-foot wide lot minimums with 50-foot control of access. Their proposal has 50 to 60-foot wide lots with a 40-foot control of access. This does allow adequate stacking, and our engineering department had no concerns about this, and it is in line with several others that have been approved recently. They're also asking for the variance to allow front entry townhomes. And so those are the two variances that are requested. And in addition, there's 3. The last variance is for the tree plantings. They're planting more than 31 trees, which is what would typically be required if it were Townhouse 2. With the trees that they're planting in the open space along Quick Trip, in the open space along Southwest Parkway, and then doing an every other lot scenario because of the front entry, they'll have 39 trees. And the reason they're requesting the every other lot configuration is because of the driveway spacing. They want to make sure there's adequate space for the canopy trees to grow to maturity. So the way that the driveways will be, they'll be kind of offset, so there's a bigger green space kind of in the middle so that tree's root system will have a bit more room. So 22 of the 31 lots will have trees on them. So staff has been working with the applicant for quite some time on this, and we are recommending approval of this zone change request from general business district to mixed use district for the townhome development.
Okay. I had a question about, and I don't know if now is the appropriate time to ask, but as far as parking goes, is the idea that there's garages and there's also parking in the driveway?
Correct. So each of the units would have a 2-car garage and have a driveway where they could park cars. In addition, one of the streets is single loaded where some additional parking could take place.
Okay. And how deep is the So the driveway would be, I'm assuming there's a sidewalk there, so the driveway you would be able to park a car and have a clear path to the sidewalk, right?
Yes, so we
Okay.
wouldn't count the driveway as the portion in the right-of-way. The setback for the driveway starts at the property line, and the sidewalk's usually in the right-of-way.
Okay, perfect. Does anybody else have any questions? Go ahead.
Question about, will there be on-street parking, yes or no? It doesn't really look like that's possible.
It's not possible on a good portion of the street segments. There's the one street segment that's single-loaded where you could park on the far east side of the site adjacent to the screening wall.
I had a question, I guess. Like, I remember, if I remember correctly, the site, there were some concerns when they were thinking about putting wells in there, about the creek running along the back.
Mhm.
So so none of the units are gonna be sitting on a floodplain? Is that right?
No, they've, a large part of the lot is floodplain, but they've designed it so that's all on the south side and the units are farther north.
Okay. So does the city think that the drainage is adequate for the site?
Yes, and then during the plating, they'll have to dedicate the drainage area as right-of-way.
Okay, are there any additional questions? Okay. And I think we're good then. If the applicant is here and wishes to speak on this item before we open the public hearing.
Good evening. My name is Patricia Fant. I work for GNA McAdams at 111 Hillside Drive. And I'm really just here for any additional questions that you may have specifically on our end.
Do we have any other questions at this time? All right, then thank you. Okay. Did we receive any calls on this zone change?
No, we have not received any calls.
Okay. All right. With that, we will open the public hearing for agenda item 4B. Anyone wishing to speak on this item may come forward. Okay. No one coming forward. We will close the public hearing for agenda item 4B. Commissioners, do we have additional discussion or a motion?
Move to approve.
We have a motion to approve by Mary Ellen. Second by William. All those in favor signify aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners. The City Council will also hold a second public hearing and make a final decision on this case on December 17th.
Okay, thank you. The final agenda item this evening is adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
Okay, motion by John.
Second.
Second by Mary Ellen. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.